The launch was supposed to be simple: a new athlete collection, a carefully planned marketing campaign, limited edition pieces, strong sales projections, excited fans waiting online for midnight to arrive. Nothing unusual. At least that was what Nike believed. But the moment Alex Eala's very first signature collection officially went live, the entire situation exploded into something nobody inside the company had prepared for. Not the executives, not the analysts, not even Alex herself. Within 30 seconds, Nike's website began crashing under overwhelming traffic. Within 4 hours, every single item was completely sold out. And by the next morning, something even more emotional arrived at Alex Eala's London hotel room, a private luxury gift from Nike so personal, so symbolic, and so deeply meaningful that fans across the Philippines immediately began calling it the most beautiful gesture of her entire career. Because this was never just about clothes. It was about identity, about home, about a young Filipina athlete carrying an entire nation with her onto the biggest stages in the world. And Nike knew it. Manila, Philippines. June 2026. The countdown clock on Nike's official website slowly ticked toward 9 a.m. Across the Philippines, thousands of fans sat frozen in front of phones, tablets, and laptops, waiting for the exact second Alex Eala's first signature collection would finally drop. Some had stayed awake all night. Some skipped work. Others had saved money for months just to buy a single item. The excitement surrounding the launch had been building for nearly a year, ever since Alex first wore Nike's custom Sampaguita hair tie during her Wimbledon breakthrough. That tiny white flower had become more than an accessory. It became a movement. The Sampaguita, delicate, radiant, resilient, represented the Philippines itself. Nike understood that immediately, and so did the fans. When the brand originally gifted Alex the hair tie, it came packaged inside a woven box inscribed with a Tagalog proverb, "Kung may tainanim, may anahin." What is sown will eventually be reaped. Inside the box was a handwritten note from Nike. The Sampaguita, delicate, radiant, resilient, is more than the Philippines' national flower. It is strength. It is belief. It is home. The internet exploded over that message. And now, nearly a year later, Nike was taking the relationship to another level entirely. Alex Eala finally had her own collection. The pieces felt deeply personal from the very beginning. A tennis dress inspired by the colors of the Philippine flag. A warm-up jacket embroidered with Sampaguita flowers running along the sleeves. Caps stitched boldly with the word Laban. Shirts designed around themes of resilience, heritage, and identity. And, most importantly, a limited edition pair of Nike Court Air Zoom Vapor shoes featuring the Philippine sun on one shoe and Alex's signature on the other. Every detail felt intentional. Every detail felt Filipino. And fans responded immediately. The moment the collection launched, Nike's servers were overwhelmed by a tidal wave of traffic unlike anything the company expected. Within seconds, pages stopped loading. Checkout systems froze. Fans refreshed their browsers frantically, praying the site would come back online before the items disappeared. Social media erupted into chaos. The website crashed. "I can't check out. Please, Nike, fix this." Laban. People from Manila, Cebu, Davao, Quezon City, and countless provinces across the country flooded online platforms desperately trying to secure even one item before everything vanished. But the demand wasn't only coming from the Philippines. Filipino communities across the globe joined the frenzy too. Los Angeles,
Dubai,
Singapore, London, Tokyo, Toronto. The Filipino diaspora showed up all at once. And they showed up loudly. Inside Nike headquarters, analysts stared at live sales numbers in disbelief. The launch was not simply successful. It was historic. Internal projections were reportedly shattered by more than 300%. The website traffic became so intense that Nike's global infrastructure temporarily collapsed under the pressure of hundreds of thousands of simultaneous connections. By early afternoon, everything was gone. Every dress, every jacket, every cap, every pair of shoes, sold out.
completely.
A Nike Philippines representative later described the launch with visible disbelief. "We've seen massive athlete releases before," they explained. LeBron, Serena, Ronaldo. But this felt different. This felt like an entire nation arriving together. And that was exactly what made the moment so powerful. Because Alex Eala was no longer just becoming a successful tennis player. She was becoming a cultural symbol. The signs had been building for years. Earlier in 2026, Nike had already featured her alongside global superstars like Carlos Alcaraz and Aryna Sabalenka in major international campaigns. At Nike's world headquarters in Oregon, portraits of Alex line the same legendary hallways reserved for the company's greatest athletes. One image captured her emotional reaction during her Miami Open breakthrough run. Another showed her taking selfies with Filipino fans packed into stadiums around the world. The message was obvious. Nike believed she was becoming the future of tennis. But branding campaigns are one thing. Sales are another. Sales reveal truth. And the truth was undeniable. Alex Eala possessed something brands spend decades searching for: real emotional connection. Not manufactured popularity. Not temporary hype. Connection. The kind that makes people stay awake until midnight refreshing broken websites for a chance to own something connected to your journey. And yet, while the business world obsessed over numbers, something much more meaningful was happening thousands of miles away. London, England. The next morning, Alex Eala woke up exhausted after a long practice session at Queen's Club. The previous 24 hours had been overwhelming. Her collection had exploded globally. Social media was flooded with reactions. Friends and family were sending non-stop messages. The entire tennis world suddenly seemed to be talking about her. Then came a knock at the hotel door. She opened it slowly. Standing outside was a private courier holding a sleek black box. No branding. No extravagant packaging. Just a silver Nike swoosh embossed quietly on the lid. Delivery for Miss Eala. She signed for it, thanked the courier softly, and closed the door. For a moment, she simply stared at the box sitting on the table near the window. Nike had sent her gifts before, but this felt different. Heavier. More personal. More important. Carefully, she lifted the lid. Inside, resting against black velvet, was a custom gold necklace. The pendant was shaped like a sampaguita flower. Every petal had been crafted with incredible precision, delicate yet powerful at the same time. It was elegant without feeling excessive, luxury without losing meaning. The kind of piece designed to be worn every day, not hidden away for special occasions. Beneath the necklace sat a handwritten note. Alex immediately recognized the handwriting. It was the same handwriting from the original Sampaguita hair tie package she had received at Wimbledon the year before. The note began with 4 words: history in full bloom. Alex stared silently. Then she continued reading. The bloom has just begun. Underneath sat another smaller card referencing her earlier Instagram caption about the Sampaguita flower. The flower of my country. A reminder of where I come from and everything that brought me here. And then came the newest message. Bipit mo sa bawakala. You carry it with you in every move. You planted the seeds. You weathered the storms. Now it's time to bloom. For several seconds, Alex simply sat there holding the note. The room became quiet. The noise of sales numbers, social media trends, and headlines suddenly disappeared. Because this gift was not celebrating commercial success. It was honoring her journey. The 13-year-old girl who left the Philippines to train in Spain. The homesickness. The sacrifices. The years of uncertainty. The pressure of representing an entire country in a sport where the Philippines had rarely existed before. Nike understood all of it. That was what made the necklace emotional. It wasn't designed for publicity. It wasn't meant to go viral. It was personal. A reminder that Alex Eala's rise had become about something much bigger than tennis. Slowly, she lifted the necklace and placed it around her neck. The Sampaguita rested softly against her collarbone. Cool, delicate, comforting, and instantly symbolic. For a moment, Alex thought back to the original message Nike wrote at Wimbledon. a Filipina on the grass courts of history. At the time, those words felt poetic. Now they felt real. Because the little girl who once practiced on cracked courts in the Philippines was no longer chasing the dream. She was living inside it. And the entire country was watching. The relationship between Alex Eala and Nike had evolved far beyond sponsorship years ago. It had become deeply personal. At Wimbledon 2025, the brand introduced the world to the Sampaguita symbol through the now famous custom hair tie. Months later, Alex appeared on the cover of Vogue Philippines wearing Nikes in full bloom, collection designed by Manila-based artist Georgina Camus. The artwork blended tennis imagery with Sampaguita flowers, symbolizing growth, sacrifice, and national pride. This design is about discipline, courage, and blooming in your own time, Camus explained during the campaign launch. The collaboration instantly resonated across Filipino communities worldwide. Then came Oregon. Nike welcomed Alex to their global headquarters like a superstar. Portraits of her line the iconic athlete tunnel normally reserved for the company's most legendary names. One massive image captured her tears during her Miami Open run. Another showed her smiling beside crowds of Filipino supporters. For Alex, the moment felt surreal. A young woman who once trained quietly far from global attention now stood immortalized beside the greatest athletes on earth. And still, through every milestone, Nike continued returning to the same message: roots matter. Heritage matters. Home matters. That philosophy became the emotional core of the signature collection launch. Because Alex's success was never just individual success. Everywhere she traveled, Filipino fans followed. Every match felt bigger than tennis. Every victory carried national emotion attached to it. The Eala effect had become impossible to ignore. And now, standing inside her London hotel room with a gold Sampaguita necklace around her neck, Alex finally understood just how much this journey meant to people.
Not just to brands.
Not just to sponsors. To Filipinos everywhere. The grass season continued quickly after that. Queen's Club, Berlin, Wimbledon preparations. More pressure. More expectations. More cameras. But the necklace stayed around her neck. Sometimes she touched it unconsciously during interviews or while walking through tournament grounds. A small reminder of everything behind her. The cracked courts in Quezon City. The long flights. The sacrifices. The lonely training sessions. The fear. The hope. The dream. Bipid mo sa bawat galaw. You carry it with you in every move. Nike's words stayed with her. Because they were true. Alex Eala was carrying more than a racket now. She carried a story. A country. A generation of young Filipinos suddenly believing impossible dreams might actually be reachable. And maybe that is why the collection sold out so quickly. Not because fans wanted clothes, but because they wanted to feel connected to what Alex represented.
Hope.
Identity.
Belief.
A reminder that someone from the Philippines could walk onto the biggest courts in the world and belong there completely. The launch crashed servers. The collection disappeared in hours. But the real impact could never be measured by sales numbers. The real impact lived inside the emotion people felt watching her rise. A young Filipina athlete who never forgot where she came from. A global superstar carrying Sampaguita flowers into tennis history. And somewhere in London, as sunlight poured through a hotel window, Alex Eala touched the gold necklace resting against her collarbone and quietly prepared for the next chapter of her story. Because the bloom had only just begun. Laban always.